do go to a doctor, some will hold back information. What keeps them from being completely forthcoming? For most, it's because men are embarrassed, they feel uncomfortable, or they don't want to be told that they need to change their diet or lifestyle. The Cleveland Clinic conducted a study to reveal why men don't prioritize their health. Today, we're joined by Dr. Brad Gill to learn more about it. This year's Cleveland Clinic survey mentioned that it had some surprising results, especially when it comes to what men would rather do than go to a doctor. Right, doctor? So take us through what was surprising to you.
Really not that much. The biggest thing I think was actually kind of funny was guys would rather do household chores, roughly about 80% of them, than go and see their doctor. Things like clean the bathroom or take out the garbage. And an even higher percentage of guys would rather go shopping with their significant others. And in general, going to see your doctors isn't that bad. We're not that scary. That's the first step a man can take to really improving his overall health.
Now, why are some men so reluctant to come clean when talking to their doctors?
Sure. So 3 big things really jumped out to us in the survey, and one was a fear that something serious may be found when a guy goes to see his doctor. In terms of detriment to their health, we really recommend routine screening and staying in touch with your doctor, because most health problems, if you catch them early, can be treated in a pretty straightforward manner and tend to have a much better outcome. The other things that we noticed in the survey were guys were reluctant to see their docs because they didn't want to hear they had to change. They didn't want to hear that maybe a little more exercise was needed, they had to stop smoking, they had to eat a little healthier. And then the last one was that about half of guys said they felt that growing up, they were told that men didn't complain about their health, that they really, couldn't get sick or couldn't have problems.
What is the Cleveland Clinic doing to help get more men to prioritize their health?
Quite a few things. So we've expanded out into the community with a number of family health centers to make care more accessible to men. We've also opened up afternoon and evening clinic hours. And we've done a number of health fairs to really get into the community to do screenings for men and engage them in conversation about what it means to take better care of themselves.
How can we change the way men think about health care so that they seek medical attention before it's too late?
Sure. The biggest thing that we really recommend is talking to them. Get them to mention it. Men who are engaged with their loved ones tend to have better health and better health outcomes overall. Just simply by talking to the guys in your life and encouraging them to see a doctor, you can really have a big impact. The number one reason men would go see a doctor that we found in our study was that they wanted to be healthy and they wanted to be around to be able to take care of their loved ones.
All right, where can we all go for more info from you?
Go to clevelandclinic.org/mention it.
We'll check it out. Thanks for being with us today.
Thanks, Megan.